Assalamu alaikum. Allahu, 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 Allah, 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 Allahu, 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 Allah. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala Nabiina Muhammad alayhi salam. Salatan tadumu wa tuda ilayhi mamarra al-layali wa tula dawam. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala Nabiina Muhammad alayhi salam. Salatan tadumu wa tughna ilayhi mamarra al-layali wa tula dawam. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala Nabiina Muhammad alayhi salam. Salatan tadumu wa tughna ilayhi mamarra al-layali wa tula dawam. Dawam. Ya Sayyidi, Ya Rasulullah, we are weak servants and we are trying our best. How you try your best? Say, this is my limit, Ya Rasulullah. We are limited people. Limited. Everything is inside the limit. Don't say, I am there, I am there, I am there. You will see that you've been limited. Allah Almighty, He put us in limit. This limit, it is good in one way, that it is can tell your ego that you are limited people, limited person. Because if the ego have unlimited going, first things it will say, I am Rabbukumul A'la. I am your great God. Allahu Akbar, Nas'allah al-Lutuf. Ask the small boy, who are you? We look at you, very bad looking. You don't know who am I? Small boy. He doesn't have to be grown up. I say, you don't know who am I? I am this. Ah. And Maulana Shaykh used to ask the small children, you are more clever or your father? What was the answer? Of course me. Small boy. Of course me, I am more clever than my father. Small boy. La hawla wa la quwwata. Small ego can say this. Imagine big ego what can say. Imagine big ego what will say. Imagine big ego how far can go. How far. That's why Allah Almighty, He is the perfect creator. Muazzam. He is the extraordinary perfect. Allah Almighty, He make the design, He said, this is your body shape. You like it or you don't like it. This is you. Say, I want to be very all muscle and beautiful and tall. And no. You short, tiny, fat. You cannot interfere with Allah Almighty. He create you as He like. That's Allah. Say, this is good for your ego. Mahmoud, this is good for your ego. It is not that you say, I want this shape and I want my eyes to be blue or green or black or yellow. Also. Now it's a new fashion. The crazy generation, they put yellow lenses. Allah. And I want my eyes to close like this, not like this. I want to have tail also. No tail. Allah Almighty say, we are not taking order. Get out of the way. I am the absolute creator. I create as I like. That's Allah Almighty. You cannot interfere in His work. But ego, of course, like to interfere. Small boy tell you, what you want from me? Oh, I am I, you. What? Mahmoud. You can say to small boy, go away, I want to play football here. Say, no, I'll come before you. I was playing here. Why are you coming to take my place to play football? Even you cannot run. Yes. But this is important things to measure the small ego and the big ego. Because when the person coming elder, he hide his ego. So the ego can be hiding the ego. Oh, but the small boy, he doesn't have this worries. His ego, I'm here. What you want? But when coming elder, ego having some kind of hiding gaps. So that's why they say, we want to know you, Mahmoud. Who are you? Say, I'm Mahmoud, I'm very humble person. No, we know this. But who, what you are doing, what is your profession, how you are thinking, how you are so. Why this question, Mahmoud? To know your ego. Why we want to know our ego? Our ego is the worst things being given for us. This is for sure. This is for sure. Because the ego never been satisfied with what Allah Almighty give. No. It is all the time arguing. Why I am short? Why I am tall? Why I am fat? Why I am thin? Why I am this? Why I am cannot jump? Why I can jump? Why I can eat? Why I cannot eat? Oh, here it is like this. Here is like that. This one, he is better than me. This one is, I am better than him. I am competition with this one, but I cannot win. He win. This is ego. You cannot satisfy. It is impossible to satisfy your ego. Impossible. If you are able to satisfy your ego, it is only when you die. No power, finish. Yallah. That's why the awliyaullah become saint. It is not easy to be saint. Now, in the modern world, for youngsters, the saint is the footballer. The saint is the singer. The saint is the dancers. Oh, why? All the youngs, they are looking for them. They are the ideal. I want to be very famous singer. I want to be very famous footballer. I want to be like this. I want to be like that. Only few in the 7 billion, they are very, 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 very minority. Yeah. But this is the saint for modern world. Now, one of their saints passed away. His name is Michael Jackson. Almost 7 billion people know him. Almost. Subhanallah. When he say, I want to be a Muslim, that they say there is big news about this, that I am accepting Islam, and inshallah he is accepting Islam, that good for him. They kill him. They kill him, Mahmoud. They kill him. Why they kill him? To not make this his sainthood, shaitanic sainthood, to come Rahmani sainthood. Today, you look for the world and you see this rubbish people, they say we are Muslim, destroying the sainthood maqams, Sahaba maqams. They're destroying the mosque. They say this is shirk, this is kufr, this is bid'ah, this is so many things. Why? To cut the root for the Rahmani, that the heavenly saint, to cut the root and to cut the connection with them and put their own shaitanic saints. This is very important things to know. Yeah. All the Muslim, mashallah, sleeping. Deep. Allah. Good night. Good night. Nobody says, what these people doing? Nobody says, how dare you destroy a mosque? How dare you are? Since history, all the cemeteries was around the mosque. And the reason, to be in Allah Almighty mercy, because every day people praying there and the mercy is coming there. And they say we want to continue our journey, even we are in the grave, we want to continue our spiritual journey next to the mosque. That's why all the mosques have cemetery next to them. Very important. And all the blessing coming, everybody coming, making Fatiha for them. At least say, they make dua. When they say Fatiha, also they have their share. And this ignorant, stupid people, I call them stupid people. Because if you are stupid, don't think everybody is stupid like you. When you go and make Fatiha in the grave, this is not shirk. And this is not that we are taking our qibla for that person. Never. We are only, when we say Fatiha, it is thankful for that person that he put his message and his goodwill for people. Allah is one. La ilaha illallah. Finish. When you say La ilaha illallah, it's finished. You don't have to put it again. You accept that Allah Almighty is one. One time from your mouth is shahada. Finish. You cannot take it back. It is written. It's written. When you say La ilaha illallah, it's written. Allah Almighty, He write it in the book, in His book, saying, my servant, he is accept me as only God one. Finish. There is no question after that. Oh, are you sure about it? You sure about it? You sure? Because these guys, they put themselves in the position of Allah Almighty, saying, if we are mu'min, then we can judge you. And then we can accept you or not to accept you. Very important things. Either to accept you or not to accept you. How? I am the perfect one. Doctor, you don't know? I'm the perfect one. So I can make the measuring and to get my decision that your La ilaha illallah been correct or not correct. Of course. Even if you say, Wallahi al-Azim, I say it from my heart. No. I have some suspicion about it. Doesn't seem right. Like maybe your pronunciation also is not good. So you have to go and make some practice and come back again. Then maybe I accept. This is how stupid people thinking. But Allah Almighty, He say, I am looking only for my servant to say La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. Let's say, in your prayer, if you don't make salatu salam for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, your prayer will not be accepted. This is for them. This is for them. And they say you make Mawlud. What we are doing in Mawlud? We are praising Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How we are praising Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? We are praising him as the Prophet of Allah Almighty. And then we are praising the Sahaba, and then we are praising Ahlul Bayt, and then we are praising the saint that they brought all this beauty to our time. It is journey in the time zone. And it was not easy that it came here. Everybody thinking, print the book, put it there, Allah Almighty sent printing, print, take Shah Ahmad, Mahmoud, and then read the Quran. You are now okay. When you read the Quran, you are okay. Yahoo, Quran, it is much higher than anything. Allah Almighty, He make miracle in Quran that make it available for everybody. But inside the Quran, it is have huge oceans. Not one, oceans. This is the miracle, how it's make the huge ocean to be available for everybody to sit and enjoy the reading and enjoy the meaning, but at the same time, it's oceans, amazing oceans, amazing. That it is can feed not 7 billion, makes 70 trillions, unknown numbers. Everybody can have his ocean inside that Quran Kareem. This is Allah Almighty miracle. The Quran itself is miracle. But these people, with their minor mind, they're trying to make it as an ordinary book, and they are trying to make it as I don't know what. But it is not their fault. The shaitan is active The shaitan, it is very active. The shaitan, he promised Allah Almighty that he say, I will make your servant to go for hell. And I'm trying to do my best to take them to Jahannam. This is shaitan. But Alhamdulillah, Allah Almighty, He give us a lot of saints that make our way open and light. That's why it's important to be wake up. Now it is not time for sleeping. Sleeping only in the graveyard. If you want to sleep, sleep in the graveyard. Now it is time to be waking up. It is very important for us to understand what's going on and to know what's going on. Maulana Shaykh, Qaddasallah Sirrahu al-Ali, he was aware about everything. Everything. Small one, big one, flying one, sleeping one, jumping one. Everything was knowing what's going on. That's why we have to be also in the way of Maulana Shaykh, to be waking up and to see the full picture. Don't look only for the corner. Don't look for the place that you like. You have to look everywhere. Everywhere. If you look, then you will understand what's going on and who is doing what and what is the intention. I give you a small example and I will finish. Maulana Shaykh, I come to him one day and say, Maulana, I hear in the radio news saying today America is bombing Kuwait for $400 million. They throw bomb. This is 1990. When Iraq invade Kuwait. And he say, yesterday I hear there was throwing 600 million bomb. And before it was 700. And it was coming like this. It's strange, I was saying to Maulana Shaykh. Say, you didn't understand? I say, no, ajaib. I don't understand. Say, this is the bill, Yahoo, this is the bill. They are announcing the bill. Tomorrow, one day, Kuwait will be independent from Iraqi. Then they will say, we have a bill, this date we throw bomb 500 million. This day we throw bomb 100 million. This Saturday, Sunday we are on a holiday, so we throw only 50 million, 50 million. And then we say, Monday to replace Sunday and Saturday, we throw 1 billion. So it should be, Doctor, it's working day. Say, you didn't understand, they are billing for them and they have to pay it. Say, I was on see, oh, mashallah, they're throwing 500 million bomb. Oh, mashallah, what? No, it's not like this. It's billing. That's why Maulana Shaykh, he was a waking person. And he show you how to look for the matter. This is big lesson for me, Mahmoud. Trying to learn. I'm still stupid, but trying to learn. Yeah. May Allah forgive me and forgive us and make us awaking. ومن الله التوفيق بحرمة الحبيب بحرمة الفاتحة. سبحان الله سلطان الله نبي محمد عليه السلام سبحان الله سلطان الله نبي محمد عليه السلام سبحان الله سلطان الله نبي محمد عليه السلام وصل يا ربي وسلم على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى كل أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. الفاتحة.